What's likely to be the impact of the euro crisis on the Korean economy?
The Korean financial system is a lot more resilient now than it was a few years ago. It should be able to weather the impact of a euro crisis quite well. The external liability has been reduced, reflecting higher foreign reserve, lower short-term debt, and reduced reliance of the banks on wholesale funding. Maturity mismatch has also been reduced, and the banks now have at least 3 months of forex funding. All these factors have made the Korean economy a lot more robust.
The Korean real estate market remains stagnant. What's the IMF's outlook for the domestic housing market?
The Korean housing market is undergoing a correction. We are much more concerned about the level of household debt because it is very high by international standard. There are two problems with the household debt. First, many of the loans are on floating rate, which means that they are subject to interest rate shocks. Two, many of the loans are on short tenure with bullet payments, which means that they need to be refinanced every few years. This makes the housing debt a major vulnerability. The authorities are taking steps to reduce the risk. They are curbing household borrowing. They are also encouraging the banks to convert the loans into fixed rate loans with installment payments over longer tenure.
The Korean economy is highly dependent on neighboring China. What might be the impact on Korea of an economic hard landing in China?
A hard landing in China will have a severe impact on Korea because of the spillover. As you know, China is a major importer of commodities and capital goods, and any slowdown in China will affect those countries of producing those goods. Those countries in turn will reduce their imports from the rest of the world, including from Korea. However, the risk of this happening is quite small because the Chinese government is very concerned and has taken steps to support the economy.
The youth unemployment rate is pretty high in Korea. When can we expect the situation to improve?
Youth unemployment is high, 8%, which is double the national average. However, compared to many OECD countries, it is actually quite low. In our view, the big concern is income inequality, which has increased significantly over the years. This reflects the rising trend of irregular workers, who are paid much less than regular workers. This means that wages have stagnated, and many households are not benefiting from the growth of the economy. The Korean government is trying to address this by increasing spending on programs that benefit the poor, such as workfare programs that top up the wages, and also childcare programs.